Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Welcome to the Secrets of a Ghostwriter. Now, in the course intro, I did say that some of the stuff we might talk about on these videos would be perhaps a little simple, perhaps superficial. Equally, you're going to come across videos and you're going to go, well, I don't need to know that now. But it's such a long process from conception of a book to publication, and it doesn't even end there, of course, because you have a lifetime to sell a book, that some things that I will say to you, you'll dismiss, but there'll be a point in your writing journey where you'll go, I know why you said that. So I just want to do a couple of minutes here. That's probably a lie, more than a couple of minutes, on saving your manuscript. Now, surely this has to be the easiest thing in the world to do. A 4-year-old can work an iPad and can probably save things. Well, there are, of course, excellent writing programs and software. Many people will use equivalents of track changes. I've had the odd experience where those utensils have messed with my head, and I find a real simple solution. Every time I'm writing, I save the manuscript with that day's date. So if I was writing a book called My Story and I'm writing it on the 1st of January 2030, I'll save it as My Story 01/01/2030. And then the next day, well, you can guess how I'll save that too, 02/01/2030. Now, that's pretty basic stuff, but my goodness me, when you are getting to the business end of the book, i.e., it's going to get published tomorrow, I'm uploading it to Amazon, or an agent has said, can I take a look at this? Or the publisher says, we're really getting close to the deadline. Trust me, with one of the best publishing houses I've ever worked for, I found myself giving up an entire public holiday editing a manuscript that I'd already edited. And because the brain suffers from fatigue, and because there is a tendency with words, when you've read them so many times, you can think that it assumes a meaning in your brain that you want it to be, that it isn't actually reflecting on the paper. It can take you quite a period of time before you go, hang on a minute, have I read this bit before? And I learned that with probably the first decent, wide-reaching book that I ghost wrote. And I was dealing with professionals who had a lot more experience than me, and it's just one of those things. So from that moment onwards and every time now, if I'm saving a manuscript, even if it's day one, I will save it with that date. Now, rolling forward, and this is when that very simple idea can bear fruit. I had an experience with a book that I ghostwrote for a pop star, and it came out in November 2021. And in the spring of 2024, we add 7 new chapters to the paperback. Now you can imagine, can't you, all good intention at the time, 2021, when you put that book to bed, and you say to yourself, I'll just put that there because I might need that again. And 2.5 years pass, and even though you know you put it somewhere safe, it's nowhere to be seen. And then when you do find it, and you look at it and you go, I'm sure that's not the final version that went to print. And as I say, I speak from personal experience. And I had to spend about a day going back through old files and almost guessing what was the final version. So if you date everything, and you'll end up dating it and then writing final version, then you'll write final version 2, final version 3, the final version. If you're absolutely clear in your labelings and clear specific to a date, then you'll never have that problem if you pick up your manuscript further down the line. And in fact, you'll never ever have any problem. It's simple, but it's worth doing. So I hope that helps. And I'll see you next time when the secrets of a ghostwriter continues.